Good afternoon, Bitu's Pet Cremation Services.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks. We had our dog pass away last night.
I am so sorry to hear that, sir.
Thank you. I'm so sorry.
All right, now would you like us to arrange for transportation or would you be bringing him yourself,
Yes,
sir?
please.
Okay. All right. What is the name of the pet, if I may ask, sir?
Back in India, my favorite pastime would be going to animal shelters. My dad, my mom would take me to these shelters where they would rescue thousands of cows and dogs and pigeons and cats and you name it. I can't imagine my life without these beautiful beings around me. So when we moved to Canada, we had no pets. And, I'm like, I need animals in my life. I
Yeah.
can't live here
But-
just with you, you know?
But back then, we were in an apartment and would tell her, like, we don't have space for a dog.
I just want to have a look at these animals, nothing else, In this little glass cage, there were two little Cocker Spaniel looking puppies. One was brown, one was white. I just want to pet them. I just want to...
While she was looking at the dogs, I was looking at the price tag. And I kept telling her, no, don't. Yeah.
So, the white dog came out and he was happy and bouncy, and they brought the brown one out, and she was so shy and she didn't want anything to do with us. She was so intimidated. And I said to him, I want her. And he said, no, we're going to go home. And we went home and I cried and
All
I cried.
night.
I cried all
All
night.
night.
And I said, I can't leave her there. No, I have to have her. So my mom calls me Bitu. Means tiny and
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
So I called her Bitu. So when we got Bitu, she was this shy little puppy. And then all of a sudden she found the ball. And she was a ball freak.
No stopping. After that.
24/7. She would be right there with the ball in her mouth. It was, okay, you're having lunch, throw the ball. You're sleeping, that's fine, but throw the ball for me. So Beat just like bloomed. We were in corporate. I was working as a project manager. I went through some health issues and I almost lost my life. I said to Indy, I said, I could have died on the operating table, and I really want to do something that if I am on my deathbed, I don't want to look back and have regrets. I want to do something that really makes me me. And I've always been around animals, and I have a gift. I have a gift, and what good is it if I don't use it? One of my colleagues at work, she said, why don't you look at grooming? And from that, Bitu's Pet Grooming was born. So as Bitu started getting older, the thought of losing her. We don't
Yeah.
have kids, and she was our baby. And I'm like, okay, what can we do? What can we do? She loves water, and if she swims, and it'll prevent age-related issues. And we know that water heals, water soothes, and water gives life. So when we decided to put a pool in at Bitu's Grooming, it took us 4 years.
Yes.
4 years to back and forth with the municipal government, because it was a new concept. They didn't want to give us permits.
People mocked at us, laughed at us, like, you want to put so much money to put dogs in the water? You guys are nuts.
Nuts.
Yes.
But the thought was that this was Bitu's pool. After the pool, she was so happy, and she would just sit there while Daddy swam all the other dogs as well. And then she knew it was her turn, and she would go in the water. But Ever since we put the pool in, that was her spot. So the pool was good for her, but you can't fight age. She was 16,
Yeah.
just a couple months short of 17. She had gum recession, but the gum recession caused a lot of issues. Plaque and tartar built up at that time because it's painful, and that caused her kidneys to go. So we made a decision. It was February 3rd in 2020. The doctor rang the doorbell and he cried. He said, "Send him back. Send him back. He's not coming in here." But I was strong. I had to be strong for her. I wanted her to know it was okay. It was okay to go. I wanted Bitu to know that mommy and daddy will be okay. She didn't need to hang around. We asked the vet, what do we do after she's gone? And he said, I will take her. And then I found out there's only one cremation place in Ontario. That's who all the vets use. I called and it was a weekend, and begging them to call me because I could not let go of my baby. I wanted to be there. I wanted to be there with her and see with my own eyes that she was cremated. They called me back and they said, we don't allow this, but if you're able to arrive at our Scarborough location at 7:45, then you can be there. And we are so thankful for that. We're so thankful for that. We had maybe about a few minutes, but because they had to start their furnaces, and we put her in there, and that was it. We started Bitu's Pet Services because we wanted her and others to live with dignity. And we promised her that, there should be a place where they can live with dignity. The hope was that have a place where people enter the crematorium and they're devastated. The hope is that they leave with a smile, and that's where their healing begins. So every time we do a cremation, every time we help a family,
It's the closure we give them.
but it's a closure for us.
That's something that we
That-
couldn't give our B2 when she left, but we're helping someone else.
Every prayer that we say there, every cultural or religious ritual we do there, for me it's Bitu there. Every baby we send, we say, don't worry, Bitu's there.